you so much for joining me today to do some yoga. I thought we would work a little bit on a moon salute inspired flow today, a little bit slower, more introspective, nice and stretchy for the hips and for the back. I worked extra hard today in the yard, so I'm feeling that a slow and meditative pace would be appropriate. And whether you have been working hard physically or mentally, this moon salute flow requires enough attention to hold you, but not so much that it is fatiguing and tired. Instead of building heat, we're building kind of calm and cool and collecting ourselves at the end of the day. We're actually going to start our moon salute practice standing up at the front of the mat. So as you're ready, go ahead and make your way up there. And as you come up to the front of your mat, maybe just move a little bit from right to left, transferring weight from foot to foot. Wiggle your toes. Just get connected with the floor. Feel the texture of your mat. Move your hips around. And it's not important if your feet are a certain distance apart or at a certain angle. You want to find a spot that feels stable and strong for your body to stand in. And as you find that spot, you'll feel your shoulder blades beginning to relax. Feel your belly starting to let go a little bit. Maybe you can even close your eyes here. And just take a moment to imagine with me. Imagine that your legs are like two straws, and the soles of your feet are the open part of that straw, and the crown of your head is the other open part of that straw. So your whole body is a straw here. And every time you breathe in, you are going to suck energy up from the floor all the way up through your straws, through your legs, up through your belly, through your shoulders, through the back of your neck, all the way up to the crown of your head. And then every time you exhale, it's like you're letting off of that straw, and anything that is tense, that is worried, that is tired, that is angsty, just drains out of you with the exhale. So as you inhale, you suck up energy that you might need from the earth. And as you exhale, you let go. You let it just whoosh back down the straw. And this is basically the same process as breathing. When you breathe in, you're breathing fresh oxygen. You're nourishing your body. And when you're breathing out, you're breathing out carbon monoxide. You're breathing out the elements that are not serving you. Breathing in. Letting go, breathing out. And feel free, as I am doing, to make your breath nice and audible so you can really experience your breath. Three more deep breaths here. With your next inhale, you're going to breathe up enough energy that you can draw your arms over your head, blink your eyes open, press the palms of your hands together, and on your exhale, fold yourself forward. On your inhale, pick up halfway, lift hands to shins or thighs, or if you're feeling flexy, you can stay on the floor, reach the crown of your head forward. And then as you exhale, fold back towards the floor. You're going to dangle here for a few breaths to soften your knees. Feel free to adjust the distance between your feet. That doesn't feel quite right. And again, maybe you move your weight from right to left a little bit. Even wheel your feet up and down a little. Maybe you just move your torso and your legs stay static. Maybe you do a little bit of both, so you're kind of rocking a little bit, challenging your balance as you move side to side, upside down. Maybe even move a little back and a little forward. And then imagine that your straws are again going to draw energy up through your body. I'm going to inhale. You're going to roll yourself, drawing all that energy up from the floor all the way to the sky. Sweep your arms out and up if you can. And then as you exhale, press the palms of your hands together, fold back, forward. Inhale, find halfway lift. And then as you exhale, you're going to plant your hands down, step your left foot to the back of the mat, bring your left knee to the floor. If you like to have a cushion underneath your knee, you can grab a blanket or fold your mat over so that you get a little bit more support. And then as you're ready, you're going to take your shoulders back, start to lift up. You could do hands to thigh, hands to hips. You can lift your arms if you feel ready up to the sky. Again, energy draws up through the sole of your right foot all the way through your body, up through the crown of your head, maybe up through your fingertips. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold your arms, bring your elbows down, and let everything go. Inhale, drink in the energy. Exhale, release anything excess, anything unneeded. One more breath like that. Inhale, lift your arms up. As you exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the inside of your front foot. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and you're going to walk all the way to the back of the mat. Turn your left foot to face it. Start to walk towards your left foot, bending your left knee as you straighten your right leg. If it feels good, you can offset your back foot and bring your hips down. Some of us, this feels really nice. Some people, it does not. So you are more than welcome to stay up higher. You can even prop your hands on your leg or on some props, some blocks or books. And just stay in your sideways lunge for a couple of breaths. Again, you can move around here. I like to rock a little forward and back on my left foot, just exploring the movement in the ankle joint. And then we're going to turn all the way to face the back of the room. So if you're low like me, you'll want to press your fingertips to the floor, cross to lift up. If you're a little higher, you'll just start right now turning your left foot to face the back of the room, turning your right foot to face the back of the room. Now you're in this low lunge at the back of the room. As you drop your knee down, do the same thing we did on the right side. When you're ready, you lift up, you roll your shoulders back, maybe you lift your arms, and you just take a few breaths. You can lean forward. As you inhale, you reach up, you draw in the energy, and then as you exhale, you can soften your elbows and you just let everything go. Drink it in. What do you need today? What don't you need? Release it. One more breath here. Inhale, lift your arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Now frame your left foot with your hands. You're going to step your left knee back next to your right knee. So you're facing towards the back of your mat. You're in a table position. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders if they're a little far away. And then inhale, soften the center of your chest. Find your cow pose. As you exhale, lift your belly. Find your cat pose. And just move here with your breath. Now imagine that your straw has kind of reversed a little bit, and now the palms of your hands are the bottom part of that straw. So you suck energy up through the palms of your hands, and then you let everything go. One belly back to a neutral position. You can stay here on your table, or you can tuck your toes and come to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths, move around in your dog or your table, maybe pedaling your feet or circling your hips. When you're ready, you're going to lift your right foot up to the sky, and you'll take your right foot between your hands. You're still facing the back of the room. We're going to go back to our lunge, but maybe this time you'd like to leave your back knee off of the floor. If you choose to leave your back knee off of the floor, don't come quite as high. Maybe just bring your hands onto your thigh. Shrug your shoulders back. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, relax your hips a little bit down. If that feels like a little too much, you can always come back to bringing the back knee to the floor. That's your left knee on this side. Keep your fingertips grounded or your hands on your thigh. And again, focus now on reaching the crown of your head forward as you inhale. And relaxing a little bit as you exhale. So your choice on where to place that back knee depending on how you feel today. Maybe even you keep your hands on the floor. And just feel that lovely stretch in your hips. Deep breath here. And we'll do the same thing we did on the first side. You'll tuck your back toe, you'll lift your back knee, and you walk to the back, or back to the front of the mat. Turning your left foot to face the long edge of the mat, bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. You can go a little deeper into the squat if you want to, or not. See what feels good. My body likes this deep squat. My thigh bones are pretty externally rotated, so squatting down feels really comfortable, feels easy. If you're the opposite, you might have some internal rotation going on or tightness in your hips. It might feel much better to be up quite high, even propped up, and you'll still feel a lot of action in your hips and your back. And actually that feels quite nice today. Let me just stay lifted up here for a few breaths. To the front of the room. The left foot turns to face the front of the room. The right foot turns to face the front of the room. Bring the right knee to the floor and step the left knee back next to the right knee. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, find your cow. Exhale, find your cat. Work at your own pace. As you inhale, you draw energy up through the arms, all the way through the chest and the back. And as you exhale, it kind of just slides down the arms, slides down the leg. Whatever is no longer necessary just flows away. Cow and cat. And then coming to neutral. You could tuck your toes and come to downward facing dog, or you could stay in table, see what feels just right to you. Take a few breaths to move around a little bit. Now you lift your left foot to the sky. And you step your left foot to the front of the mat. And then you step your right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale to soften and release. Draw energy up through the feet. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. As you exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. And again, find your breath. Inhale. Drawing energy up, lift the arches of your feet away from the floor. Exhale, let go. Feel the tension wash away from your face, your cheekbones grow soft, your jaw relaxes, your shoulders sink down, your belly softens. breath here. We'll do another round, adding a little bit more. As you inhale, you're going to bring your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, you fold. Inhale, find halfway lift. As you exhale, you're going to step your right foot back now. Bring your right knee to the floor. Shrug your shoulders back, lift the center of your chest. Maybe come a little bit higher. As you roll your shoulders back, maybe lift your arms up to the sky. As you inhale, you just reach everything up. And as you exhale, you soften the elbows and you fold your wings. Inhale, drawing energy up, growing tall. Exhale, releasing, growing relaxed. One more breath here. As you inhale, you're going to lift your arms up. As you exhale, you're going to fold forward. Frame your front foot this time with your fingertips. Draw your left leg a little bit straighter, coming to your Ardha Hanuman or your half splits. If this feels a little challenging in the body and the leg does not quite like to go straight, you might walk your fingertips closer in onto props or even onto the thigh. If it feels like there's not enough stretch in the body, in the back of the left thigh, you can inchworm your left foot forward and flip your left toes up. And if you're wondering why we're on the left side, we're doing right, left, left, right. So we will make a big circle back. Don't worry if you went to the right side first, just flip my directions this time. Take another breath here. And then you're going to rock your weight a little forward. If you took that left foot forward, you'll want to drop back. So you can move your hands to the inside of your left foot, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, walk to the long edge of your mat, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, come to your Skandasana. Your variation, you can drop your hips down if you want. You could even try bringing your hands in front of your heart. One more breath here. Let go. Place your fingertips on the floor. You rotate all the way to the back of the room. Plant your left knee down. Step your right knee next to your left knee. Little variation this time. You walk your hands forward. Slide your shoulders over your wrists. Chest and chin lower to the floor. Your butt is still a little bit elevated. Untuck your toes. Tuck your pelvis down. Lift the center of your chest. Cobra pose. As you exhale, move your way back. You could stay in table or tuck your toes and come to downward facing dog for a few moments. Move if it feels good. If you feel frisky tonight and moving slowly doesn't feel quite right, you could always add a hold of a plank or a couple of push-ups here to fire this up if you need to. Or if you're really enjoying the slow pace of the practice, meditation aspect of it, you could take these opportunities to just take child's pose or a seated pose and simply focus on your breath. So you can, as with any yoga practice, you can customize. You can see, what do I need right now? How can I take this and make it my own? When you're ready, you come back to table or dog, and you lift your left foot to the sky. And you'll step your left foot forward, and we'll go for that perhaps higher variation of the lunge, rolling the shoulders back. Maybe you stay with the fingertips on the floor. Maybe you go hands to thigh. Maybe you drop the back knee to the floor again, and you can just focus on reaching the crown of the head forward and then softening. I'm enjoying a little bit more gentle, stretchy practice, so I'm keeping my knee down today. Or at this moment, I might change my mind partway through, do something a little different. hips a little bit back. Walk your hands to the inside of your front foot. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee. You're walking all the way back to your skandasana, now back on the right or the front of your mat. You can drop your hips down if you like. And it doesn't matter if your heel on your grounded foot is lifted if your hips are low, or if you can go a little lower and drop your heel to the floor. See what feels comfortable. If you're higher up, you'll most likely have that right foot grounded down. You can play with the angle of your left foot or your back foot. Take another deep breath here. And then you rotate all the way back to the front of the room. Now, drop the left knee. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe you come a little bit higher, lifting your fingertips to the sky. Relaxing your shoulders. Reach up as you breathe in. Soften the elbows as you breathe out. Feel free to lean forward into your front knee if you like an extra hip flex or stretch. Breath here. Inhale, reach up, draw the energy through the body. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee, step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften a little bit here. And we'll spend a couple breaths in our forward fold. Again, maybe you move around a little bit, getting reacquainted with the energy in the soles of your feet. As you move a little bit, you kind of feel them moving as well. You can even wiggle your toes, feel your mat again. And then use that energy in your feet to help you use the energy of the earth, drawing it up through your straw legs, up through your straw body, all the way up to the crown of your head. And then release as you exhale, hands come in front of the heart. Take a few deep breaths here. This idea of letting go of release is something that we talk about quite a lot in yoga. And it is something that is totally organic, totally natural. It is the way our bodies process things. The breath. It's the way we process the energy that we eat from food. We take in what we need. We let go of what does not serve us. This idea of drawing in energy from around us and then releasing excess from our bodies is basically just what we do. Just taking it to kind of a slightly more esoteric level. We're letting go of things like tension, things that are not perhaps quite so tangible as breath or food. Take another one here, another breath. Inhale, you blink your eyes open, you bring your arms overhead. With the exhale, you fold. With the inhale, you lift halfway. This time the left foot is going to step back as you exhale. The left knee will come to the floor. You'll inhale up. Reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, draw the elbows down and relax. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale and exhale. I'm starting to sweep my arms forward just because that feels nice. You can go straight up and down if you like. Inhale the arms overhead. As you exhale, you come to the inside of the front foot. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Left foot to the long edge of the mat. Bend the left knee. Right leg grows straighter. Your version of skandasana or side squat. Maybe if you feel quite confident here, you can open your arms out to the sides, and this works when you're low. It also works when you're high. I like to lean a little bit forward when I'm a little higher up and lift the pit of my belly, so I'm working my abdominal muscles as well. Another deep breath here. And then you're going to move to the back of the mat. Left foot turns to face it. Right foot turns to face it. Shrug your shoulders back. We're going to come to either a high lunge, a crescent lunge, or you can take your back heel and set it down at that 45-degree angle for warrior one. That was very difficult to say if that feels better. Soften your back knee if you're coming from crescent, and inhale, come all the way up. As you exhale, relax. You can take your elbows down if you feel stable, but if you don't, you can always leave your arms in one position. Inhale. Draw in energy, squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, maybe your hips sink a little closer to the floor. One more breath. And then what you're going to do here is turn to face towards the right side, long edge of your mat. As you straighten your right leg a little bit, turn your toes to face towards the long edge of the mat, and then straighten your left leg. So you're in this triangle position. Your left foot faces towards the short edge of your mat. Your right foot faces to the long edge of your mat. Reach your arms out as you inhale. As you exhale, take your hips back. Reach your left fingertips towards your left foot and fold to triangle pose. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Reach the crown of the head forward. Now draw energy up through the soles of your feet. See if you can draw energy up at the same rate through both of your legs, up through your torso, up through your body, up through your right fingertips, down through your left fingertips, and up through the crown of your head. Like your straw is now like a twisty straw, and there's lots of different places the breath has to go. Inhale deeply here. As you exhale, you're going to fold back towards the floor. Plant your hands down to frame your left foot. Shrug your shoulders back. Your right hand stays down, and now you twist to the left. You could keep your back knee up, or you could drop your back knee to the floor as you find your twist. Shrug your shoulders back. And now reach that energy up through the left hand, down through the right hand. Coming up through the sole of the left foot, filling the whole body. Inhale here. As you exhale, fold towards the floor. Rock the hips a little back. Left knee next to the right knee. We'll go back through our mini vinyasa. Hands slide forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, find your cobra, or if you like, you can take sphinx or upward dog. And then as you exhale, your choice. You can go to table or child or downward facing dog for just a few breaths. Table or your downward facing dog. Float your right foot to the sky as you inhale. Step your right foot to the front of the mat as you exhale. You're going to walk your hands directly to the inside of the right foot. Left foot turns to the long edge of the mat. Walk your hands towards the left as you straighten the right leg. Your variation of Skandasana. Maybe trying out a different one than you have before. Feeling your hips, feeling the soles of your feet. Pressing your fingertips down, lift the hips a little bit. Walk back to the front of the room. Left foot turns to face it. Right foot turns to face it. Right knee comes to the floor. Lift your arms up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, fold your wings. Draw energy up as you breathe in. Soften, relax as you breathe out. One more here. Inhale, gather energy. Exhale, fold to plant the hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to the sky. Exhale, the hands come in front of the heart. Take 3 full energy gathering, tension releasing breaths. eyes open, bring your arms overhead, and we'll bring this all the way home. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, find halfway lift. Step your right foot back. Bring your right knee to the floor, lift your arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, fold your weight. You do 2 more like that. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, fold all the way forward. Bring your hands to the inside of your front foot, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, walk to the right, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, shoulders drop back. And take a few breaths, your version of Skandasana, maybe bringing the arms out to the side, finding a little balance challenge. I'm finding this one quite wibble wobbly. Your hands and you walk to the back of the mat. Right foot turns to face it, left foot turns to face it. Bring your right knee all the way down to the floor. Shift your hips back. Take your right knee next to your left knee. Walk your hands forward, slide your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, pick up your cobra or your sphinx. For your upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, slide back, table or downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And lift your right foot to the sky as you breathe in. Step your right foot forward as you breathe out. We're coming up into that crescent lunge, so soften your back knee. Inhale, come all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, soften your shoulders. And maybe you wobble so you keep your arms stable, but maybe as you inhale, you draw your arms up. And as you exhale, you bend your elbows again. See how it goes. Reach all the way up. This time you're turning to face to your left. Your left leg straightens, your left foot turns to the long edge of the mat, and then your right leg straightens. Your right foot is facing towards the short edge of the mat. Open your arms out as you inhale. As you exhale, bump your hips back and fold to your triangle pose. Shrug your shoulders back. And again, you're drawing energy up through your legs, through your torso, out through both sets of fingertips and through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, all of those areas, anything that's extra just drains away. Nice, full breath. Last inhale, you stay where you are. And then as you exhale, you hinge with that top arm down towards the mat. Left foot turns to face the front of the mat. Fingertips are framing the front foot. You're going to take your twist. The left hand could stay on the floor and you twist to the right. Your back knee could stay lifted or it could lower to the floor as you take the twist. And again, now you're drawing your energy up through the legs and out through the fingertips from the crown of the head. Inhale here. As you exhale, fold all the way back towards the floor. I think I added an extra half vinyasa earlier, so if you want to skip this one and go directly to your pose of rest, please do. Sweep your right knee back next to your left knee. Walk your hands forward if you want to take that half vinyasa, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, pick up your cobra or any other back bend that feels good to you. And then as you exhale, decide, where would you like to go? Do you need more fire? Do you move around? Do you need a little softness? Maybe you come to a seated position or a child's pose. Maybe you work your cow and your cat and your table. So you're ready. You're going to come to your table or your dog. Take your right leg behind you. Step your right foot to the front of the mat. Walk your hands right to the inside of that front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Walk back to the front of the room. Left foot turns to face it. Right foot turns to face it. And all you're going to do here is find one more low lunge. Lifting the arms up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bend your wings. Inhale, draw energy up. Exhale to soften. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee and step up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, you're going to roll all the way up to the side. As you exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart, bring your toes out and your heels in, and find a symmetrical squat now. It could be a horse squat, you release your hands to your thighs. It could be a spider squat, you walk your fingertips out in front of you. You could put your hands on props here. Or it could be a malasana squat if the hips like to go between the heels. Feel free to adjust the distance between your feet here and the angle of your toes so that this feels good to your body. Here, and as you exhale, make your way to seated. If it works, you can just roll yourself down. If not, find a way that works for your body. You're gonna stretch your legs out in front of you. Turn your toes to face the ceiling. This is a Paschimottanasana or forward fold. If sitting here feels uncomfortable for your body, your low back, your hamstrings, you could sit up onto a prop, a blanket, or a block. Or you could soften your knees towards you. You can even place a rolled blanket or pillow under them as we proceed so that this feels like a lovely stretch for the back of your body, not just your hamstrings, but also your lower back. Inhale, lift your arms up. Reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Find energy. Flex your toes up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you fold forward, reaching towards your toes. And some of us will catch our toes, and that'll feel really lovely. Many of us will think, my toes are ever so far away, and the hands can rest on the legs. You can soften the knees in so the feet become more accessible to you if you like. All that is important here is that you are experiencing stretchy sensations at the back of your body. Your calves, the back of your kneecaps, your hamstrings, your lower back, your upper back. The back of your neck as you bring your chin towards your chest. The appearance of the pose is not at all important. Feel energy. Do you feel the stretch growing as you breathe in? And can you release tension as you breathe out? Don't feel energy, you don't feel stretch when you breathe in, maybe you go a little further forward. If you don't feel you are able to release tension, soften your jaw and unclench things as you breathe out, maybe you back off a little bit and you walk your hands a little further in towards your hips. Let your breath tell you where you should go from here. Move further towards the deep end of the pool. Wade back towards the shallow end where the water is maybe a little warmer. One more deep breath here. And you're going to release whatever it is you're holding on to and slowly take several breaths. There's absolutely zero rush here. We had a long hold, so the body can kind of get a little stuck in position. You want to just ease it out. Fold your legs in. You can sit cross-legged or really any other comfortable seat for your body. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale here. As you exhale, twist to your right. Drop your fingertips down, maybe resting your hand. That's your left hand on your leg, maybe your right hand behind you. Let your tailbone sink towards the floor. As you inhale, come back to the center line. And as you exhale, flow to the other side. Just releasing the spine. Softening the hips and the tail. Inhale, come back to the center line. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Place the soles of your feet on the floor. We're going to roll all the way down. You can roll with legs and arms extended, or you can walk your hands behind you or hold your thighs for extra support. Come all the way down to the mat. And when you reach the mat, you will draw the soles of your feet in, so both of your knees are tented towards the ceiling, and then hug your right knee in towards your chest. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling, catch behind your thigh or your calf or your ankle. If you like to use a strap, you can loop your yoga strap or anything else, a tie or belt works really well, over the sole of your foot so you can hold on there instead, wherever you prefer. And then just draw your right leg towards you until you feel the back of that right thigh. Let your shoulder blades relax against the floor as you breathe out. As you breathe in, now maybe the hollow of your lower back is the base of your straw. You just draw all that energy in and it fills up your belly, and then it just radiates outward through the whole body. And then as you breathe out from the top of your foot, it just slows back down. That's my water effects there. Just be thankful I'm not a professional sound technician. Take another deep breath. And then you're going to release that right leg a little bit. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left knee. You can let your right knee sort of kind of sink towards the bottom right corner of the mat. That might feel like plenty. Or if it's not enough, you can draw the left knee in towards your chest, hugging maybe behind your left leg. Again, this is a great place where if you are tighter and it's hard to draw your hands behind your thigh, you can always loop a strap behind your thigh or a strap over the ball of your left foot to assist you in getting that leverage so that you can stretch your right hip. Here. And go ahead and release your left foot to the floor. Take your arms out to the side. Keep your right ankle where it is and cross your right foot over to the left. This is just a variation of supine twist. And if your right foot can touch the floor and the outside of your left leg is kind of near the floor as well, and that feels good, you might stay in this variation. A little stretch into the IT band and into the front of the body as well. That may or may not feel nice. If it does not feel nice, don't feel bound to stay here, especially if it doesn't feel nice to your knees. You might simply stack your knees. You might decide, actually, it's way better if I extend my bottom leg and I cross my top leg over. That's one of my favorite twists. Gives you a lot of mobility. Find the variation that works for you. This crossed ankle twist is just an option. It's just something to play with. It's like building a wardrobe. You start with the basics. You have your nice shoes and your work shoes. A couple of options. You have a couple of outfits, maybe some earrings, a hat. Something comes up and you think, oh, wouldn't it be fun to have something in a different color? Something for a fancy occasion. Something for when I feel X or Y or Z. And yoga is a little bit like that. You can kind of build your yoga wardrobe. And it's like you have all those things in there, and that doesn't mean you have to wear all of these poses all of the time. Some of them are just for special occasions. When you're ready, bring your knees back to the center line. Uncross your right ankle if it's still crossed up. Stretch your legs long and just enjoy the difference between the right side and the left side for a few breaths. And some things are your favorite. They're in heavy rotation. Your favorite pair of jeans, your favorite pair of shoes. You wear them, 70% of the time maybe. It's just the thing. It's the go-to. It's easy. It's comfortable. You feel good in it. But every so often, maybe you try something a little different. You try a bold scarf. You try a new twist. Just spices things up a little bit. When you're ready, draw the soles of your feet back in. Hug your left knee from there into your chest. Extend the left foot up to the sky. Catching the leg or the foot in the way that feels best to you and drawing that leg in towards you. Find some sensation. And then inhale. Draw energy up. Exhale. Release anything unneeded. And sometimes that unneeded is literal physical tension in your body. It's often the case. Sometimes it's something a little less tangible, a worry, concern, a habit, whatever it is, let it go. You've taken all you need from it. You've learned whatever you needed to learn. And now you can release the waste, the excess. When you're ready, you soften your grip on that left leg and you fold your left ankle over the top of the right knee. And maybe just letting that left leg kind of open up is plenty. Maybe you need to draw the right knee into the chest to find the action of this pose, to find some stretch to breathe into. Free to move around a little bit. And when you're ready, release your right foot to the floor. Stretch your arms out to the side. And you can try this twist. If it felt right on the other side, maybe it'll feel right on this side. Left foot towards the floor, outer right thigh towards the floor, and you can hang out there if that's something that feels good. If that's, an outfit that you like. If it's not quite right, maybe it's a little pinchy somewhere, let it go. Try another variation. Try any variation that works for your body. You can go back to something tried and true, or you can try something totally different. Enjoy. Whatever it is that you are doing, it should be enjoyable at this point. It should feel delightful in your body. Whether it's the delight of newness and new sensation, and accomplishing something that is different from what you have accomplished before, or it's the comfort of an old friend, something you know and love well. It should be good. When you're ready, draw your knees back to the center line. And this time hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Maybe wrap your arms around the legs and give yourself a rock from right to left. From here, if you're ready, you can move directly to Shavasana, extending the arms and the legs. If there's any other pose or shape that your body needs, you are more than welcome to add that in now. Finding your way to a most gentle, most comfortable, most beautiful resting place for your body this evening. feels good, you are relaxed and comfortable here, please take an extra few minutes, even just an extra 3 or 5 is so worthwhile in your Shavasana. If you need to move on, take a deep breath in. Draw in all the energy you can. And on your breath out, let go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Make your way to one side to rest for a few breaths. Before making your way to your most comfortable seated position today. As you arrive in your seat, you can let your hands come in front of your heart. We'll close with one last deep, energetic breath together, in through nose, out through mouth, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your evening with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day.